I'm Jonathan Womack. Welcome to this edition of Community Insider as we bring you to the beekeepers meeting, and you're going to get to see inside a hive itself.
Yeah.
We're with Mr. Danny Cummins on his property as the beekeepers come and meet for their annual event. It's also a time for you to see inside what they're doing and how they're saving our environment. That and much more coming up on this edition of Community Insider.
Grace Family Pharmacy announces new medication packaging service. It provides a simpler, safer medication experience through convenient, personalized packaging using the latest in pharmacy robotics. We're located at 357 West Main Street. Our phone number is 931-473-6418.
McMinnville, you're a great place to be. McMinnville, Tennessee.
Not many things last a lifetime, but when they do, there's something special. Dr. Pepper. Good for life, good for the community.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
My name is Kay Story, and I'm with the Highland Rim Beekeepers. We've been an organization here in McMinnville since 2011. I am the Secretary-Treasurer, and I have been the Secretary-Treasurer since we became a bee club. We have a beginner's class every year, and we will talk to anybody about bees if they just come and ask us. We have a saying that says if you ask 10 beekeepers the same question, you'll get 10 different answers because there's always a different way of taking care of your bees. We have a meeting once a month. It's usually the second Thursday of every month. And we usually have a speaker there who tells us some updates about beekeeping. We have the beginner's class once a year, and we sign up at the fair. We have people sign up at the fair to come to our beekeepers class. This year we're hoping to have it in October.
My name is John Sain. I'm this year's president of the Highland Rim Beekeepers. We meet every month at the city building, and every year we plan a calendar, and this year we have our annual field day event, as we call. We travel from place to place, and people have an apiary that they'll let us come, and there's a lot of people that we have in the club that's just joined that really doesn't know very much about beekeeping, and we try to have an outing like this where they can come and view an active apiary and go into bees and look and see if they can learn something. You know, our whole purpose of the club is to help these new beekeepers to get involved and to help them with some of the problems, and it always helps to see somebody that has a hive and they can answer a question that they might have. This year we're having it at Danny Cummins' farm. He's got a nice place here and was gracious enough to allow us to have it, and good place even if it rained. And Danny's got several hives over here at his house that we're going to look in today. I'm not sure whether we're going to take some honey, extract that, and Danny's going to show us how to extract a little honey. Or there's several things that we can do, and start, we mainly get the new people to ask questions. And a beekeeper that's like me has got my own bees to look at. I don't enjoy looking at his as much as I do mine, but we still enjoy going to these things and getting an outing, and had a lot of good food and a lot of good times had at all these that we do every year. What else could I tell you?
Tell about if somebody's interested in joining, how they get a part.
If you want to come and you're interested, it's this is like I used to tell little Boy Scouts. It's not for everybody, but it is really interested. I've never regretted doing this. My Uncle Wesley Sane used to do that in the 50s. And I watched him and my dad go rob hives, but I had to do it from the confines of the car because they wouldn't let me out. So I had an interest in it. When I moved back to McMinnville 3 or 4 years ago from Panama City Beach, I decided to get into it. Went to a club meeting, won a hive or the box. That's kind of get you a little bit started into it, and then you really go from there. But we have a meeting the second Thursday night of every month at the Warren County, where you buy your driver's license. We're in the meeting room there, and it starts at 6:30. So of course, we have then a new beekeepers class once every year. This year we're going to have 2. We're going to have one in the fall right after the Warren County Fair. We'll have one this year. We got some dates picked out, and we'll have this new beekeepers meeting where day where you can learn all about this beekeeping. So if you're interested, come to that. If you're interested, talk to some of our beekeepers. They'll be glad to. I've got extra suits. I let you see how it is. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but it's a lot of fun and a lot of things to learn. I've enjoyed learning more than I do necessarily beekeeping. If you think you're going to get into beekeeping, to make a lot of money, you'd be better off to go to Walmart and work as a greeter. But it is a lot of fun, a lot of interesting things. Like I said, I wished I'd started 25 years ago.
Well, hello, I'm Danny Cummins here at my property, my home. I'm a beekeeper, been keeping bees for about 3 years. I appreciate Jonathan coming out here and helping us out today, and BLTV. Appreciate it very, very much. Anyways, we've had a big throwdown up here and had plenty to eat, and we have a beekeepers association called the Warren County Highland Rim Beekeepers Association. And we have a meeting once a month, and this is our little annual powwow, as we call it. We like to eat, and we just got through grilling out a bunch of good homemade desserts, and we just had a big day. We do this every year. We also go into somebody's hives, which today we'll be going into my hives. And with that being said, it helps and teaches new beekeepers what to look for, the ones that just started out this past year. They'll get to see what brood chambers look like. They'll maybe get to see the queen, or maybe get to see young larvae, eggs, and stuff like that. That's important stuff that happens inside these hives today. So anyways, we just appreciate everybody that's came. Again, thank BLTV for coming out here and giving us a little bit of their time today. Everybody's on a busy schedule, and we thank them very much. We'll be going into the hives here shortly. Hopefully we can get our cameraman to follow us down there. If he ain't scared of these bees, a lot of people are scared of bees. Nothing to be scared of bees, just got to take some precautions. But anyways, thank you. Again, welcome, and hope to see some of you guys out there. If you ever want to do any beekeeping, give me a shout, give me a call. Come join us. It's second Thursday, 6:30 at the Administration Building, second Thursday of every month. The Warren County Highland Rim. We also have a Facebook page. Check us out there, like us, and hope to see you there.
So do you want to scrape off that used comb? A
lot of people want to scrape that off. I wind up cleaning that off. You can tell a lot about a hive just looking down in it for you new beekeepers here. You can kind of tell. See this honey in here? They're starting to cap it off right here. It's full of bees in here. These outside frames are pretty full. I bet you if I pull this out here, that they're pulling comb on this outside frame. And like I said, these were brand new frames. These real pretty ones I put in here. I don't have much insect problem at all, I'll be honest with you. They were storing honey in those outside frames. That was a frame like this.
How long ago?
Monday.
Monday. Wow.
When they're young bees like this, they're full, what's the name of the gland, John? Huh? Well, I knew that much, but there's a scientific name for it. Okay.
Waxius glandus?
But anyways, something like that. They do. Another little gadget here is handy about putting your frame. You don't have to set your frame on the ground. They're not that much. They say they're not even been here long enough to stick these frames. They get stuck. Yeah. They got putting honey. They'll put honey in these outside frames. Little pollen, some nectar, especially your hive beetles, wasp, yellow jackets, wax moths, which is a hive's worst nightmare. You'll have better luck with your bees. I didn't see a mite in there. I didn't see a hive beetle in there. Now the next time I'll put a honey super on there. Those will be my 2 brood boxes just for that queen. She'll run up down them boxes and she'll do all her egg landing and bee raising right there in those 2 boxes. I'll start putting these mediums on there for honey supers next time. Do I now? I'm gonna feed these bees because they'll take that sugar water and make comb out of it. That's what they've done. All that white stuff in there, that's sugar water. That's what tastes worth 2 cents. But they like it. As long as they like it, that's good. You ever tried it?
No.
Yeah, you ever try sugar water honey, no, you'll throw it back. Ain't no good. But they'll use it to build comb. And when they get this other box filled up, I'll quit feeding them. Let's see if they fill it up yet. When the flow is on, they can fill up one of these honey supers in 7 to 10 days.
As long as you're not feeding them the sugar.
Yeah. I see this lid here is done stuck. Yeah, when I pull this off, I don't see many bees up here. I'm probably not gonna go into my honey super because I know they're not up here filling it up right now. We'll pop the top just to show you. I also got my hive beetle sheets in here. I don't have the first hive beetle.
So there's beetles that climbs in there.
Little black hive beetles. Yeah, they'll get up there and they lay eggs up and they'll take over hives and run them off. Yeah, that's been the biggest thing with the bees here lately is pests. We ain't had no colony collapse disease stuff and all that other crap, but it's so windy out here. Y'all see I had to put these old tie downs on my stuff, keep them blowing away.
When I saw the dog thing, we use that screw in the ground dog.
Yeah. See, it's a pretty sorry pattern in comparison to the other one that we saw.
So they said you're not laying good enough for generation.
Yeah, she puts off a hormone, a smell, and if that's getting weak, it gets passed around. That smell gets passed around, and we've had speakers talk about this. It gets passed around, and if it gets weak, then she needs to go. If she's in here, I'll be looking for a swarm, and then what I may do if I find her, I'll just kill her. Because I got one coming. See a lot of big bees on this one, a lot of drone.
That was a drone. This one. Bigger one.
Yeah, the drone. Yeah, it's just not a pretty pattern. You don't want skipped around like that. It's not good. This is another swarm that I caught. When they swarm, you know, they take the old queen with them, and they take the young bees with them. Yeah, I don't see no queen in there neither. Obviously, she's done gone, or they've done killed her. They're just pulling comb out here with that sugar water. That's all they're doing. See the outside of it, they don't like going on the outside. That's another emergency queen cell that they're building.
That's our one.
Queen cup. They call them, someone call them queen cups. Now this dark comb, if you want to look for eggs, like I said, hold the sun, hold it to the back. I can see some. I see some young larvae. And if you want to do a good inspection, you can't see for the bees. Look here. They hate. I got bad breath, or they just hate carbon monoxide. Period. But they don't like to be breathed on, and they'll spread.